Influencing popular culture, politics, and everything in between. The local station takes you ringside as we discuss the crazy world that is professional wrestling. This is Going Ringside with The Local Station.
Hello there. Thanks for joining us on what's going to be an intriguing episode, to say the least. I'm Scott Johnson. You're watching Going Ringside. And I want to talk about the two men who are joining us today who don't really like each other. That would be Ricky Saints and Ethan Paige, two of the big names on NXT. So I sat down with the two of them separately, I might point out, down at the Performance Center in Orlando, where WWE shoots NXT. And I planned on interviewing them separately and bringing you separate full shows on Ricky, on Ethan. Except this kind of went a certain way that got a little uncomfortable, honestly. When Ricky starts saying some nasty stuff about Ethan, and he starts responding. So I wanted to bring them all in this one episode where it gets a little awkward, gets a little tense, gets a little downright mean. So we got to talk about it back to back. First, we're going to hear from Ricky Saints, then Ethan Paige, and you got to hear what they're saying about each other. So let's kick this episode off first, and we'll start it out. Here is NXT superstar Ricky Saints. Well, we're excited to be joined by Ricky Saints. I cannot do this interview without my handy-dandy Ricky Saints t-shirt for it. Ricky, thank you for joining us on the show today.
Wow,
I hope I'm not ruining my audio too much, guys, so tell me if you can't hear me throughout this.
We'll just fix it in post.
We'll just fix it in post.
We'll fix it in post. I love the shirt. Yellow is your color.
Yellow is my color, thank you. I don't know if I'm wearing it that well. Sorry, viewers. But let's talk about you, because we need to talk about you. You have ascended to the mountaintop very quickly in NXT. What has it been like, this journey over the last several months?
It feels like I've been here for a year already, when actually it's only been 4 or 5 months. It's been crazy. Things have been escalating at a certain rate that I am not used to, right? At least I'm not used to recently. And it's absolutely insane. I'm loving it, obviously. But yeah, it's so fast. In the best way.
You were ranking your top wrestlers all time, and I was a little surprised. You said your number one, Undertaker. Why
always.
Taker?
Everyone's
Why
always
Taker
surprised. So, I can't tell you why. I watched Taker come out, and he stood on the steps, and he threw his hands up like that. And I was like, wow, this dude's cool. And yes, you would never expect me, of all people, to be a big fan of Undertaker. But something about him, it just draws, he draws this type of attention to you that you're just so curious about. And then when you actually talk to him, he's still like that. He's like, man, you're just a really cool person. I can't tell you why I liked him. He just looked cool.
I got to ask you about something that's been said about you over the years.
Love it.
You get comparisons to The Rock.
Or he gets compared to me.
Comparisons to you. How do you feel about that he gets compared to you?
You know, it's funny. His daughter works here.
Yeah.
And every day I see her, and every day she's like, God, I hate seeing it. I don't mind it, actually. I find it to be so funny. And the day that I actually do meet The Rock is going to be, it's going to be hilarious.
So you haven't?
No, we haven't.
She has not hooked that up for you.
No, we haven't crossed paths yet. But I will tell you this. The first words out of my mouth would be, wow, do people say you look like Ricky Saints? Because it's uncanny. The resemblance is, it's wow, I'm just so surprised.
You said something pretty controversial I heard just a little bit ago about All Ego Ethan Paige, saying he has Jeffrey Dahmer-like glasses.
You agree with me, thank you.
Well, I'm just like, that's strong terms for Ethan.
Yeah. I'm not saying he's out here eating people. I'm just saying the glasses, it gives off a certain vibe that any person on the street would go to the other side of the street. I don't care for it. I'm not talking about, him as a man. That's questionable as well. But to start off.
What?
Yes.
I need to back up on your phrases there. I don't question him as a man, even though that's questionable as well.
Yes. What I'm saying is that him as a man, he has done things that to me is questionable. That kind of, let's be honest, we can't really call him a man. And then on top of that, the Jeffrey Dahmer glasses for sure.
So that's not helping.
No. When we start with Jeffrey Dahmer glasses, I'm already questioning everything about you. Like your personality, your habits of everyday life, like how do you treat other people? Are you eating them? Things of that nature.
It's good to know.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to think on that, and I have to interview Ethan in a little bit. I'm a little nervous now.
Well, as long as they're 6 feet apart, I think he should be good. He can't lunge at you that far. Trust me.
Okay,
I've seen him jump.
So as far as dream matches, dream opponents, I heard you say you want to headline a WrestleMania at some point.
Yeah.
Dream match, dream opponent.
Just one?
You can name more than one.
Do they have to be dead or alive?
Preferably alive. Let's not go Ethan Paige here.
Nice. Well, my dream man, that's hard. Oh gosh, that's so hard. My dream opponent would probably be against The Undertaker.
It would be against Taker.
Yeah, for sure. And if it wasn't The Undertaker, since he's already retired, I think just for a cool callback for a friendship, I would do Cody Rhodes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you about someone who's very controversial in your company.
Uh-oh.
Logan Paul.
Nice.
Your thoughts on Logan Paul? He has brought a unique perspective to this industry.
Yeah. I love Logan Paul's wrestling gear. I think it looks really cool. And he's very athletic, too.
Were you surprised how athletic he was? Because you probably knew him beforehand.
No, I wasn't surprised. And I don't know. I feel like everyone is athletic. It's just taking the time to actually unlock that ability to see how far you are athletically. But I say that with an asterisk because I've also seen people who couldn't even jump over a broomstick. So there's that. Ethan Paige. So I'm not surprised at all by how athletic he is. I do love his wrestling gear. That's it for compliments for me out of Logan Paul. Oh, I'm sure Prime is a billion-dollar business. Good. I've never tried it. I watching my diet. But
I understand. Well, Ricky Saints, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks for joining us on the show today.
thank you. I love your shirt. You want to do the pose?
Yes.
All right. Ready? We're going to do the pose. So don't wrap us. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. That's good, actually. That's not a
It's my
bad.
first attempt. Well, we're excited to be joined again by All Ego Ethan Paige. Ethan, thank you for joining us on the show again.
You're welcome.
I got to ask, so you came in last time we talked, you were brand new to NXT and immediately on the top.
Mm-hmm.
You've remained there a year later.
Yeah.
What's that process been like?
I want to say tumultuous, but not really. I also don't want to downplay that I was able to pull this off. I'm sorry, there's some rude people talking over here.
Quiet on set, please. Quiet on set. We are rolling.
If I have to go slap somebody, just let me know.
You can go slap them if you need to.
Yeah,
Just
that's
make
okay.
sure we're rolling when that happens.
I don't want to screw up your guys' shot.
Well, I appreciate that. So
Sorry,
you
back
were-
to your question.
So the question is, it's been a year. You've remained on top. That's hard to do in wrestling.
It's very hard to do, yeah.
And how have you done it?
I've done it by any means necessary. Man, now this plane wants to screw you up? That's crazy.
We're doomed here, but we're going to push through. So I do want to ask you, so when I talked to you last, you were facing one-on-one with Trick Williams.
Yeah.
Now I see you're outside the ring, have 3 men doing the dirty work for you on a Ricky Starks,
Yeah.
Ricky Saints, excuse me. Ooh, that happened. But on Ricky Saints,
I hate them both, by the way.
I figured you did.
Okay.
Talk to me about that dynamic of you've kind of changed. You have people doing stuff for you now.
Yeah, I'm smarter. I've learned. I've understood the fact that this is a very physically demanding job. NXT, since joining the CW, has also grown and been on the road more, and both have been more successful since they've come together. So, I mean, Ethan Paige is very busy. It's a very physically demanding job. So to have some people step in the ring on my behalf, maybe take a couple punches that I don't have to take, to me, it's a strategic win. But you could still see Ethan Paige on the CW, so it's a win-win for everyone. My body feels a lot better, and yeah, life is good.
I want to know, are you mentioned, I heard you mention that you're older than a lot of people on NXT.
Yeah, I say with pride because they're all losing and I'm winning. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Has the wisdom with age helped you in that regard?
Yeah,
Well, they're still figuring it out.
100%. This building is legitimately filled with legends and young adults who don't know to keep their mouths closed and open their ears. So I've lived a life. I've learned that you can learn nothing if you never shut up. So I have definitely learned to keep my ears open with the smartest minds in professional wrestling, and I've gained a wealth of knowledge and championships. So it's worked out great for me.
You were of the mindset, you were of the genre that what matters in this business is money and
Yes.
success.
Yes. Why is that a genre? What do you mean?
Well, a
Are you
lot want
typecasting me?
adulation of fans.
Yes. Very insecure, empty human beings would love adulation from fans.
That's a lot of your peers.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I'm well aware.
you're well aware.
Yeah, I can smell it on them when I walk around backstage.
I mean, let me play some word association with you real quickly. Some of your contemporaries, Strick Williams.
What-
He gets a lot of adulation from fans.
and he needs it. He loves it.
That's the differentiation between the two of you.
Yeah, you don't see me making music videos. I mean, unless it's to make fun of him, which I'm very proud of that song.
Yeah, I figured he would be.
Yeah.
So that song was a big. Why did you decide to make that song? Go to that point. That's work to make a song like that.
Because I wanted to prove that I can do anything better than my opponent.
And
No
you
matter what it is.
Oba Femi.
Okay, maybe he doesn't care what people think about him. He's a very prideful performer, though.
Really?
That might get in the way. Yeah, I'm not.
So I got to ask. You've been asked this question a few times, but I think many of our fans will see it here for the first time. Ricky Saints starts going off in your glasses. Makes Jeffrey Dahmer comparisons. You've heard this before.
Yeah.
Is it annoying to have to deal with a criticism like that?
What? A childish remark?
You think it's childish? Right? He went in depth, by the way.
Oh, what did he do? Read Jeffrey Dahmer's resume?
It sounded.
Why do you think that's funny?
It struck me as I was shocked when I heard it.
This
And then he
is
went and
wild.
kept going there.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy that you now have brought it up a second time. It's not that it's like, a touchy subject for the people involved, but yeah, no big deal. Jeffrey Dahmer comparison, that's fun. Yeah, I don't care. To me, I think I'm wearing Arn Anderson's glasses, but if you're going to say Jeffrey Dahmer, that's fine too.
So I do want to talk about someone else that's kind of different than an opponent, Ava. Your thoughts on Ava? How has she been?
Love her. Fantastic. I promised the final boss that we would get along great. We have been. Things are she puts a match on the show, and I do it. So.
And you want her and the final boss to think well of you.
Yeah, I want the final boss to think well
The
of me.
dynamic of her and Dad. What do you think of that in WWE and NXT?
I don't know. It's not my family. I
Not
don't
your
care.
family?
Yeah.
Where do you want to be in a year,
Rich
wrestling-wise?
in a ring.
You want to be in a ring? Does it matter which ring? Does it matter? Because I hear so many. I want to be Mania main event. I want to be.
Yeah, but all that stuff will come. Like
Yeah.
it's all part and parcel, or whatever the phrase is. Like it's all going to come together.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm shooting for the money, the big marquees are going to come with it.
Is there someone you want to face?
I mean, John Cena before he retires, but that clock is ticking
Yeah.
very quickly. Randy Orton's an opponent that I would love to have. I've said my whole career that The Rock was my dream match, but to keep our relationship good, I would prefer that we don't mix it up in the ring unless we're teaming together. And like I grew up idolizing the Macho Man and Razor Ramon, so like if there's an impossible way of having those matches, yeah, that would be great.
Do you think Cena will retire? It's been a debate. He says
it seems
definitely it's over.
He seems like a man of his word,
Yeah.
and he seems like although taking shortcuts now, he's a man of integrity, ironically to say.
You would say in the last year you've seen more integrity from John Cena versus years past? Because years past it was for the fans. It was for the adulation of the fans.
All I see is someone that dedicated legitimately the probably best years of his life to other people, and now deciding that while he's still able to, he's going to take for himself. I see nothing wrong with that.
Well, I think I got to leave it on that note. All ego, Ethan Paige. Thank you for joining us.
Thank
today.
you.
So when Ricky started going down that whole Jeffrey Dahmer path, I'm like, where's this going to go? And it kept going. Ethan wasn't too happy about that. I'll just say that. But despite all that, two of the big stars, the generation that continues to come up, as Ethan says, he's kind of the more mature generation. You'll probably be seeing them a lot all over the place. I have a suspicion one of them might be getting a title soon. Just a hunch, but I want to end it here, and we're going to have a lot more coming up in just the next few weeks. We're packing a lot of shows in, so stay tuned to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@GoingRingside. Make sure when you go there, you click that subscribe button. I'm Scott Johnson. Thanks for joining us. That's the website right there. We'll see you back here next time.
This has been Going Ringside with The Local Station, brought to you every Wednesday on your favorite podcast player, on News4 Jax Plus, as well as the News4 Jax YouTube channel.